After draining all your pulls on Apple Pie banner last month, and with Phantom Alter finally coming to global on November 13th, it's about time you all start thinking about who to pull for next. We only have 2 months left in this year, and during that time, we'll likely see 3 more solo banners. Tragodia and Ulpianus are confirmed, and Leizi Alter is heavily speculated to arrive before 2026. So, I'm making this video with that in mind. All 3 operators work differently, and each one might appeal to different types of players. But for people like me, who just want to pull all the good operators while staying free to play, of course, let's find out in today's video which one of them is really worth your resources. Let's start with Tragodia. Tragodia, also known as Phantom Alter, is a 6-star ritualist support. So what do ritualists do? They specialize in inflicting elemental damage. But what makes Tragodia special is his ability to apply a new type of elemental injury called nervous impairment, or NI for short. This new mechanic is very strong. In fact, you could even say it's stronger than necrosis or burn, because unlike them, NI can stack. And while operators like Gracebearer and Thorns, with his X module, can use it, Tragodia takes it to a whole different level. Now, before we go over his kit, let's quickly understand what an eye actually does. Once the meter fills up, it bursts, dealing 6,000 elemental damage and applying 3 stacks of paralysis, which stops the enemy from performing normal attacks for a short duration. It's a strong form of crowd control that can delay enemy attacks and gives you more time to do damage. Coming back to Tragodia, his first talent lets him inflict an eye on a target and nearby enemies, with the main target taking more damage and the surrounding ones taking less. His second talent makes all enemies affected by an eye burst lose 12 attack speed, and if they try to attack, they get slapped with even more an eye. Pretty straightforward. His entire kit is designed to keep spreading and bursting that status effect without relying on anyone else. Now, let's talk about his skills. His first skill deals arts damage and binds the target for 1.5 seconds, while also increasing the NI taken by the target 1.5 times. It's a decent AFK skill with only 2 SP cost at Mastery 3. Not bad, but it falls short compared to his other 2 skills. His second skill is where things get interesting, and honestly, it's what makes him one of the best stall units in the game. This skill summons a cat. Yes, you heard that right, a cat. Now, whether you're friend or foe, when you see a cat, your brain says only one thing: you must pet the cat. And that's exactly what happens here. Enemies caught in range will rush to the cat, only to realize it's a trap. They'll get slowed, take arts damage, and suffer from NI buildup. And yes, this works on bosses too. The skill actually prioritizes elite and boss enemies first. So, you can catbait enemies all day, anywhere, anytime. Pair this with Nim's second skill, and you'll have enemies running back and forth like idiots until they die from embarrassment. Not to mention, the damage is good for a fast redeploy summon. All of this makes his second skill easily his best one. Now, his third skill, this one's all about teaching enemies some manners. When activated, his attack range expands, and he continuously inflicts an eye on enemies until the skill ends. On top of that, whenever an enemy triggers an eye burst, he summons a cage that traps them, which reminds them that throwing hands without any reason is gay. And enemies can't attack until they destroy the cage, which takes 3 hits. And yes, it even works on aerial enemies. Combine this with his talents, and you can literally lock enemies in place while your other operators just stand there laughing. Honestly, I already had a ton of fun with Nim's second skill, and now with Tragodia, it's going to be even better. Whether you're chasing meta or just fun gameplay, Tragodia easily stands out as one of the best operators this year, right alongside Leizi Alter. So, I highly recommend pulling for him. Now, moving on to our next operator, Leizi Alter, someone Passenger thought he could be. Leizi, the Thunderbringer, is a Liberator Guard, same archetype as the Goten line are. We all know how broken Leizi already is, especially after his module buff. So, what makes Leizi Alter different? Well, first of all, her style. While Leizi reads a newspaper when his skill isn't ready, Leizi floats in midair, casually farming aura. Her first talent gives her a chance to strike random tiles within her range, which is random when off-skill but can be a nice bonus. Her second talent guarantees that every tile in her range gets hit when her skill is active, while also inflicting frighten on enemies. Well, it sounds great. It helps her to be consistent when striking all the tiles. Now for her skills. Her first skill has a charge mechanic, but the range becomes restricted, making it situational. It's cheap at 11 SP on M3, but not something you'll use often unless the stage really favors it. Her second skill is the real deal. She gets an extended range similar to a Phalanx caster, can hit 3 targets at once, and gains stacking attack buffs, up to 25 times. This skill gives her great range and consistent DPS, making it her best and most practical skill for most stages. Compared to Leizi, he hits 5 enemies while she hits 3, but her duration is longer, and she can hit behind her. So overall, I'd say they're evenly matched in power. It really comes down to playstyle. Her third skill creates lightning currents in 4 directions from the target's position. These currents can bounce off high ground tiles and hit multiple enemies, which sounds cool on paper, but in practice it can be situational and depends on map layout to make full use of its potential. Also, it has shorter duration than her second skill. Because of that, her second skill remains the better choice most of the time. Overall, Leizi Alter isn't necessarily an upgrade from Leizi. She's more of a side grade. Unlike him, all her skills are actually usable, and she could be a great pick for players who don't have Leizi yet. But if you're saving for the anniversary banner coming right after her, it might be better to skip and just buy Leizi from the shop when he returns. Finally, let's talk about Ulpianus. He's getting his first rerun after Tragodia's event. Since he's an older operator, I won't go too deep into his kit. While he can deal decent damage, his main strength lies in being an extremely solid AFK lane holder, especially when paired with Gladia. He's great at what he does, but compared to Tragodia and Leizi Alter, his value feels lower in the current meta. Because if you have operators like them in your team, you probably won't need to worry about holding a lane that much. So, if you already have good lane holders, you can safely skip his banner. Especially since next year's banner lineup is going to be crazy. So, in terms of value, Tragodia is a must-pull, there's no doubt about it. Leizi Alter comes second, a solid unit, but skippable if you already own Leizi. And Ulpianus, while being one of the best guard in the game, just doesn't justify spending your resources on his banner right now. Anyway, that's all for now. Let me know in the comments who you're planning to pull among these 3, or if you're skipping them all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.